Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Speak and Grow Rich podcast. Today, we are talking with the one and only Tara Zirker, who is the owner, the founder, and the visionary of Successful Ads Club. So welcome, Tara.
Thank you. So excited to be here, Amanda.
Yeah, so I had to have you on. I don't know about those of you watching, but I personally use Facebook ads and Instagram ads and Reels, and you are a master of it. In fact, I learned how to do ads and get over my tech fear with you back in 2017 and 18.
Yes, we had such a good time learning together and doing that. That was amazing. And one of the things that I always say, and in fact, not just me, you look at the biggest people in especially online education, and almost all of them did their own ads before they hired it out. I know,
Yes.
Amanda, that you've done that. You learned how to do your own ads very successfully and then hired it out and, just kind of ebbed and flowed depending on your business.
Yeah, you really do want to learn how to do it yourself, because if you delegate this very precious resource, people do not care about your money and your business as much as you do.
Absolutely. And also, if you give them an account that hasn't been successful yet, it's very hard for an agency to crack that code in the amount of time that they typically have. If they had 6 months to work on your account and you weren't super concerned about the budget, almost any agency could do that. But if you're handing them an account that's pretty unproven and you're saying, I want to see profitability on this within 30 days, anybody would have a difficult time with that.
Right. So tell us a little bit about this. So you have a membership site and it's called It's called Successful Ads Club. And you've had this for how many years?
So we're 5 years. This is actually our 5th year anniversary. In fact, right now during this interview, it's the month of our anniversary.
Congrats. I remember that actually.
Yes.
So you birthed that and you have about 500 members in your membership site. That's incredible. So what a great business model where you have that continuity cash flow coming in every single month. And why is it that you chose to go that route, to have a club versus a lot of coaches, a lot of people, speakers, they have huge masterminds of $100,000, 50,000, et cetera. Why did you choose this route?
Well, it really is very specific to the data. So, number one, I knew that we wanted a price point that was easy on the budget. So our entire ecosystem really serves business owners who are spending under $10,000 per month on their ads. Now, not to say we don't have a number of members in there who are spending much more, 20, 30, 40,000 a month. But I would say our average business owner is the sub 10, and most of them under 5,000. Until you are spending at least $5,000 per month successfully on your ads. And Amanda, I bet you would agree with me. It is really hard to make the numbers work out when you outsource that to an agency, because the agency, and I work on private clients myself. We do have some small agency services still. But when you are working with an agency, typically they're charging anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 a month. That's just in management fees, right? That's not your budget. And so if you are spending, let's say you're spending $5,000 a month on that, and you're spending $5,000 a month on an agency that actually knows what they're doing, even those ratios, they're just very hard to get to profitability.
Yep. Very hard. Got it.
Very hard. And when in our agency, most of our clients are spending anywhere between $60,000 and $250,000 a month. So those are higher, a little bit higher end budgets. Not to say those are the highest. Certainly there's budgets out there much, much larger, but that's a significant size budget. When you are spending under $5,000 a month, it makes zero sense to be hiring an agency. You really want to spend all of those resources on the actual ads. Getting your account to something really sustainable, successful, stable. And then once you're spending that much successfully on your own, that's where you can start to really make some cool decisions about whether or not to outsource. We also have specific metrics on how much time you should be spending on your account at each budget level. And once it just doesn't make sense for you anymore from a time perspective, and you're spending about $5,000 a month, you'll just see your P&L, your accountant will not be calling you, yelling at you each month. Your
Right.
P&L will be balanced in the right way to where that's a sound, savvy investment.
So let me ask you, how much, if someone puts in, let's say a speaker or an author
Yeah.
or a coach, they put in 5,000, they're working side by side with you and your amazing team. What are the returns on that? Like, would you recommend they do a webinar, a masterclass, a challenge, a summit?
Any of that, anything with a live element. Where you want to be more mindful is, you want to make sure that you have live events throughout the year that you're promoting. So everything you just said, a webinar, a summit, a challenge. You want to be very mindful that you're not just depending on, so a lot of folks in those industries, they will make like a PDF guide, and then they expect to be booking, just tons of calls and things like that through a guide. And that's not as realistic in this ads environment. You really need to be, now that's amazing for list building. Do not get me wrong. It's also amazing to support the front end of a challenge or a webinar or something like that, right? Where you're kind of almost warming up this audience to additional things that you have to offer, whether free or paid. But what you don't want to do is just put all of your money in that and then expect to see miracles. Because Amanda, I'm sure you would agree that live events is where most of the majority of your sales are going to occur, right? So whether live online or live in person, you need to be face to face, right? With your audience. You need them to see you, to feel you, to experience you in a format that is 3D, where they can actually sense your energy, not where they're just downloading a guide from you. So
Yes.
I would say several times a year, you're doing challenge webinars, et cetera. That's great. And if some of that is evergreen, that's great too, but people need to see and feel you.
I agree. That's what I do. I do a weekly masterclass and then I do a monthly challenge.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yes. And I also do live events. So let's talk about give us a couple plays, because you are a marketing master. Okay. She has 500 people in her membership. Give us some plays, like what is working 2023, 2024 for people who want to attract clients.
Oh
and
my
they
gosh,
want to make anywhere between 25,000 and 500,000 a month.
Okay. There's so many great things out there right now. So if you're talking from an ads perspective, you definitely want to have something list building going. You definitely want to have your live events going. Some things that I think are being underutilized right now are, funny enough, thank you pages. Where you're inviting them. So if somebody just put in their information, gave you their email, the thank you page, they're ready for more. They want to interact with you. So the thank you page is a great place to be building what I will call your secondary audience or your social audience. So what is the next most important platform to you? Is it your podcast, your YouTube channel, you want to be careful with some of these algorithms, but what is the next most important platform to you? Send people to that. They're willing to join a Facebook group. They're willing to come download your most popular podcast. They're willing to, follow you on Instagram, send you a DM, all of that stuff. So just think about 1 to 3 actions that they could take to really get immersed in your universe and have them take those actions from the thank you page. So thank you pages, way underutilized. Real estate. The other huge thing is having secondary touch point platforms. So you want to be utilizing SMS. You want to be thinking about Messenger. You want other places other than email. We know that the money is in the list, right? Everybody will tell you this, but I will tell you the list is diversifying. So we need to be collecting those phone numbers. We need to be interacting with them on Messenger. There's lots of amazing ways to do that, but just getting that secondary touch point so that, and maybe it's simply DMing through Instagram, but you want a place where you can also reach out to them in addition to email.
Now, when you do that, is that all automated, or is that
can be absolutely
okay? So you install,
automate as much as possible. 80 to 100% can definitely be automated. There might be some personal touch points in there. For example, if it's an Instagram DM that you are, and by the way, if you're going to go the DM route, ask them a specific question that you want them to respond to. I want you to send me a DM right now on Instagram and tell me, XYZ about yourself. And so that way I can respond with my thoughts. You know what I mean? So if it were me, for example, I was just going to say, if it was me, I'd say, send me a DM, tell me about your business and tell me about your business and what you've done with ads before. And I will send my personal recommendations for where I think your budget should be for Facebook ads.
Oh, I love it.
So like something really specific that takes the intimidation factor out of that one-on-one communication. Because like random for somebody just to send you a DM, right? Like, what do you want me to say? If you tell them something really specific and make a very clear invitation, you'll see a lot of interaction. Lots of people sell very well from their DMs. So my whole point is you just want a secondary touch point.
I love it. So bringing them to a group, bringing them to a personal message, and then making it customized so they think it's actually they're talking directly to you. Now, when they do send you that, are you personally replying to their DM? And what percentage of people actually send you a DM?
Yeah. So I did this for a period. Now it became so overwhelming that I had to tighten up that invitation a little bit and not make it so specific. But I'll tell you, I was selling a lot out of my DMs. It just was something that I couldn't manage. So I now have my team that helps a lot with the DMs. And so the invitation now is just tell us about your business. Would love to hear. My team and I will reach out. So it's a little bit more loose on the invitation and a little bit more loose, I guess, on the promise. But man, if you can do so, if you have under like 5,000-10,000 people on Instagram, there's no reason that you can't be in there working your DMs. Again, a lot is being sold out of DMs right now. A lot is being sold via text message. People want those secondary channels. Email will always be appreciated and kind of the foundation, the core. Maybe not always, but I would say for at least the next few years, email's not going anywhere, but you need another place that's just quick communication that people can, jog their memory about what it is they signed up for and things like that.
It's true. They sign up for all these things. So I love it. So what other marketing trends are you seeing and where do you see what are your thoughts on TikTok? What are your thoughts on Threads, Instagram's new Threads?
Okay. So Threads, I'm excited because, I don't know that their retention is quite what they were hoping, but it will give us new advertising placements, which is always great. For TikTok, TikTok is incredible. Lots of people are seeing really great results with lead gen, like sending people to those simple, downloads and guides and stuff like that, like list building sort of things. But here, I shouldn't say TikTok is incredible. TikTok will be incredible. TikTok is going to be what Facebook was in the early days, right? But that algorithm is not nearly as seasoned. So it's really hard to find the right buyers, kind of hard to find the right people at the right buying, in the right journey of their customer stage. It's a little bit harder to target. But what I will say is it's worth testing. So if you've got a lot of organic content on TikTok that you can repurpose into ads, or that you could TikTok ads, yep, with calls to action to do whatever, you might have to create some of this content from scratch, but you can just experiment with it and try it. The good thing about TikTok ads is it is literally the whole ads manager is a duplicate of basically Facebook. So
nice.
You know how to run Facebook ads, it's going to be easy. But what you want to be mindful of is your budget. So considering it an experiment, maybe trying with a couple $100 over the course of a week or two, week or so, and just seeing how it works for your particular funnel. Some people will get a really fast hit and see some really good success. Some people are saying it's just not consistent enough for them. And they're going, they just prefer to be on Meta being Facebook and Instagram.
Do you have to have 1,000 TikTok followers before you can run ads?
No, you don't. You do. It is advised though that you do have some good organic content on there.
Okay, that's really helpful. I've gotten into it recently. I had a client tell me about it and she blew up. She went to like 60,000 on TikTok.
Cool.
And then now she's on Instagram. And so she she found me, I think, on Instagram, but that's
Oh,
cool.
cool.
So do you think when we're doing ads, should we focus our intention and intention on videos and reels or
Yeah.
still?
Okay. So everybody says video, 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 right? I will tell you that for all, like we see behind the scenes of a lot of ad accounts. We also work on some, really cool private accounts. I will tell you that while everybody will say video, video's king, video is the only way to go. For ads, still about 60% of the top performing ads are static images. So
Wow.
people can, say video all they want, but you want to have a mix in there. Now, here's what I will say about video. Video, there's a lot that can go wrong in a video. People don't like your voice, your tone, how fast you're talking, how slow you're talking, blah, blah. There's just a lot that can go wrong, right? Or the captions aren't as readable, or it's hard to get the hooks right and all of this and that. But what I will say is when you have a video that goes, viral organically with ads paid, it can change the course of your business really fast. So always be experimenting with video, but do not be surprised when static ads are some of your top performers and are the ones that consistently, reliably bring you the best results.
So I'll give an example. I had a video of me on a private jet and I was saying, your number one biggest problem is blah, 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 blah. That one, I was getting $5 leads. So
Yeah.
what kind of tips can you give our audience who want to do video and they want it to go gangbusters?
The hook is your most important piece of it. So the hook can be
Okay.
visual. In your case, Amanda, likely part of that hook was you're on a private jet. So people want to see, what does that look like? Why is she there? There's a lot of questions that come up when they see something like that, right? So a good, if you can, like a good visual hook, good background, cool scene, cool setting, that's always great. And other ways you can do visual hooks are, like creative editing, where you'll see like the static, or you're waving really fast, or, just like thumbs up in the start of your video, just something that captures the eye.
Mm-hmm.
So a good visual hook, and then a good, like you want, the written hook on there as well. And
Okay.
so, yeah, so hooks
Work on
are
your hook,
like
your visuals.
good hooks and good visuals. I mean, and the visual, and when I say good, like good hook visuals, right? So it's like creating a interesting scene that people want to know more about or see the whole situation of. It's like with you, Amanda, why is she on a private jet? What does that look like inside? They want to see a little bit more. So
That's cool.
hooks are like 80% of the
Okay.
whole kit and
So
caboodle.
practice your hooks every day.
Practice
Just
your
practice
hooks.
a new hook.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. And then, so you have this membership site, and then you teach people. You actually
Yeah.
teach us how to create the hooks, how to set up the creatives, how to set up the text, the short, the long, and the medium
Yeah.
copy, and then how
Yes.
to put in the ads manager, and how to find the audience and the targeting. That's
Yeah.
what you.
Okay. So, Amanda, you know that I love teaching this stuff. I'm like obsessed with it. And over the years, the question that my team and I have relentlessly asked ourselves is, how do we make this faster, easier, quicker to understand, right? Because ads can be a little bit intimidating and a little bit nerve-wracking when you're doing it yourself. I mean, little do most people know they'll achieve far better results than they ever will outsourcing it.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit nerve-wracking to learn. And so we've developed a system where your ads, you will learn these in very quick, easy to digest, super visual lessons. So you just like, you're just remembering exactly how to do things. Our promise is ads up within a few hours, results coming in that same day. So you can start to see your data and know
Yes.
exactly, this ad is working well because of XYZ. This ad needs to be turned off and I can confirm that with this metric and that metric. So
Mhm.
just getting that confidence muscle built so that you can manage your ads really successfully. And here's another little thing. If you're spending, under 5,000 a month to maintain, so learning the ads will take a tiny bit longer, right? Just a few hours, but a little bit longer. maintaining your ads will take just a couple hours a month. I mean, a couple to a few hours per month.
Mhm.
So this is not an overwhelming, all-consuming thing that you're spending, every waking hour on. This is something that you can learn. You can't set it and forget it.
Mhm.
But you can put it on a really solid maintenance plan that is really achievable in almost anybody's work schedule, like schedule.
Yeah.
So it's easy to do. It's easy to maintain. We show you exactly the point where you might want to consider outsourcing it, because it's like, as you're spending more, the hours to maintain it does go up. And so we have a really cool calculator where you can define, okay, this is where I no longer want to do this. And then we actually can help you match make to a great agency that we would recommend at that point, right? We don't want anybody doing this premature, though, because you're going to waste a ton of time and money if you outsource too soon.
Yeah.
So you want to do this at
I've
the
done
right
that.
time. Yeah,
I've
I
done that.
think everybody has. I think everybody has.
It's so sad. Just to be real with you guys, I've done it probably 4 times where it just sounds so great. I'll just give
Yeah.
it to an agency and they'll run it for me, and I don't have to worry, and I don't have to do
Yeah.
it, and they'll just do it for me. And it has never worked.
Yeah.
It's like going to an abusive boyfriend, and I talk to my friend Christy, and I keep going back. I keep going back to the abusive boyfriend, and then I always go back to Successful Ads Club. I'm done
Well,
with it. I will never go back. And I told Christy, I said, don't ever let me go back to the abusive boyfriend. And I mean, these people weren't abusive. It just,
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
just, I literally had someone spend $3,500 in one day
Oh,
without even testing. She just blew through $3,500 in one day. She did
oof.
end up, she did feel so bad that she gave me some money back, because she,
Sure.
but which was kind. And, she's amazing. It's not her, but
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't just work. You don't just throw money into it and then there's a testing protocol that has to happen.
Yes, 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 exactly. And we walk everybody through all those protocols, how to do it. I mean, in the simplest way you will ever find.
Mhm.
And like I kind of mentioned earlier, we have made this I think we really just honed in on the perfect product for the perfect price point. So it's not a heavy burden on the bottom line. It's really reasonably priced. I mean, insanely reasonably priced.
Yes.
And it's just a skill that we have a deep passion about every business owner learning and knowing. And if not you as the business owner, at least someone on your team, so you can keep that skill set in-house.
Mhm.
It's just a different thing when you know that you or someone on your team can control the levers on the success of your business versus being dependent on somebody, like you said, Amanda, who may not have, you may not be their only client. They may not be as focused on you. So
Mm, true.
you want to know
So,
how to do it.
and I just remember, just a backstory, you actually have an MBA, right? You went to the University of Hawaii?
I went to Hawaii Pacific University, and my master's is in marketing and sustainability.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, that's that's what I studied.
That's what you do. I love your vision. Okay, well, how can we join this? I think I have an affiliate link. And
You
by the way,
do.
do you still have the ads by the hour?
So we do. Once you go through the foundations, okay, so let me explain. Everybody goes through, it's a 6-month program. Everybody goes through a foundations. This is where we're going to get your ads launched. We're going to improve your offers. There's a lot of really cool pieces of it. It's 6 levels. You could graduate in as soon as a week if you wanted, or you could spread it out over a few weeks. As soon as you graduate that, the remainder of your 6 months, you're going to be inside of our membership, which is our club, right? Our Insiders Lab is what we're rebranding it to. So you're going to be inside of that membership. That's where you're going to have access to literally daily support. So imagine
Mhm.
this to be like a really premium agency, and your own personal Facebook help desk on like speed dial. I don't know if
Right.
anybody's ever tried to get help from Facebook support, but extremely difficult. And often the advice is just going to spend a ton of money that you're not going to see a lot of results on. So,
Right.
so this is really, really cool. So you get daily support, you get creative reviews, anyways, all of this inside of our membership. And also at that point, you will unlock the feature of, if you want us to actually work on your account, we will do
Mhm.
that, and we charge by the hour. So it's I mean,
That's what I
insanely,
do.
yeah. It's
such a
insane.
good,
Yeah.
it is the best deal. And then it's like, you know, when people, they learn something, you could say, I know enough to be dangerous, but
Yes.
then you have a lot of hand holding, and then you know enough that you can delegate to ads by the hour. So you guys are doing it for me now.
Yeah. Yeah. So once
'Cause
you get through our foundations and you are a certified, you know what you're doing with your account, that's where you unlock all these additional benefits. And one of them is, I mean, a member favorite is ads by the hour, because we charge by the hour. It's like, it's unbelievably affordable, especially when you compare it to a higher price agency model. But again, there will also come a time where it's like, you know what, it's time for you to outsource this, and we'll help find the right person for you, just because it's going to become, you know, we want everybody to get their ads to where they can scale it to whatever budget they want to. And so, but yeah, we are able to help everybody in that capacity until they hit those levels.
So yeah, if you're a speaker, an author, a coach, and you have a course, so you can help us get our lead magnets going to build the list. You can help fill our master classes, fill our challenges, fill our live events, or fill up your calendar with sales conversations.
Yeah.
And so this is the way. I mean, you can keep beating the drum doing your organic marketing, which we all need to do, which is a slow boat to China, or you can get targeted ads and partner with you. Isn't it? It's a slow boat to China. I do it. I'm just like crickets on this organic.
Yeah. Organic is great. I mean, definitely worth doing, but it is the slow boat to China for sure.
Yeah. Well, if you want the fast boat to China, but I don't even want to go to China. Let's go to like Rome. Let's
Yes.
go to Bali, the fast boat to Bali. That
I
would work.
like it.
Or Hawaii, that'll work. Okay, the fast boat
Yes.
to Kauai. Okay.
Done and done. Sold.
Done. All right. So go to successfulads.amanda.com. And I have an affiliate link, just so you know, I have an affiliate link. I make a certain percentage, and it's my honor to share this. I would even share this if I didn't get an affiliate. This is how much I believe in this. I broke up with all my bad boyfriends. Now I'm back with like the love of my life of Successful Ads Club.
We
It's
love
true.
having
Thank
you, Amanda. And honestly, I mean, you're not the only one. Like, I cannot even tell you how many people come back over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And we have probably like 100 stories of members who've said, outsourced it. And, you know, just because I was feeling like I didn't want to do it, I was impatient, I was intimidated, whatever. And here I am back, and I'll never outsource this again. So
Right.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will, but at the right time, in the right place, to the right person.
So join successfulads.amanda.com, and then, and do you have an intro rate? It's like a very good
Yes.
rate.
Yep. You'll get our very best offer. Basically, we take care of most of your first month's payment when you pop in through Amanda's link. So it's a 6-month program. The first month is mostly covered for you. And it's a great way to get in there and get going on it. I mean, we have members who will, you know, they'll enroll on a Monday, and by Wednesday, they're already through level 2, level 3. So it's very fast. You'll see. It's very cool. It's very fast. You're going to love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like your videos because they are very succinct and step by step. And it's like a recipe, and you're just watching step by step and check. So yes. Thank you, Tara Zirker, for being with us. Successfulads.amanda.com. Any last words that you want to share?
No, I'm just so excited for everybody to understand and unleash the power of advertising. I mean, in my opinion, it is the backbone of so much success, particularly in the online business world. And you'll see the power of it, but it's such an incredible way to boost your following, grow your email list, increase your sales. I mean, just all your metrics will go up when you're running ads. You don't have to spend a ton. You know, you can start with $300 a month, $10 a day, building your email list, and you're going to start to see those results expand and multiply on each other.
I love that. Totally doable. All right. Successfulads.amanda.com. Everybody, thanks for being here today. Be sure you watch the next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Zirk. Bye, Tara.
Bye.